Hello and welcome to episode 43 of Your Average Critics, joined today by a full house, a relative full house, whilst Ollie's still bigging it up in Nepal. So we've got Chris, Obi, Joe and myself, and we're also filming part of this. Trying to film part of it to see if it works, to put it on YouTube. So
Does that capture audio?
I think so, yeah.
We can just sync it up. But yeah, so we'll tweet out that link if it's successful. So how's the week been, guys? All good?
Alright.
Quite
Just been working.
Oh,
Been working.
there's I was gonna say, you know, we try and add a bit of pop culture into this little mix of
Yeah.
film. You see, you know, I was telling you a bit like the other week about Logan Paul and everything.
Oh yeah, he's
He's-
fucked up again, isn't he?
Yeah, he's now had his videos demonetized,
Demonetised, yeah.
so he has no advertisement on his videos whatsoever, and he's literally just only bought this new house, and he's just been doing it up.
Well, what's the reason?
So basically, obviously, he had the Suicide Forest, then he did the apology, which was rubbish, did another apology, which was rubbish, then he did the suicide...
awareness video.
yeah, which was I thought was really good, regardless of whether it was for his own agenda for people who are thinking about suicide. I think it was good to get the awareness out there.
Yeah.
And then he tasered a dead rat.
Yeah, first vlog back, tasted it.
Nah, not first vlog back.
Oh, was it
It
not?
was a few in, I think, but he tasered a dead rat, and they were like, nah.
Wasn't there also something with his fish? Like he had one of his fish was ill,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he took it out of the water and pretended
Yeah.
to give it CPR.
Yeah, so
But the fish is still alive, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but he's starving a fish of oxygen, which
yeah, the fish was basically dying. It was on
Yeah.
it was on its
It's-
side.
it's
at the
it's
top.
animal
He,
cruelty.
he pulled it out of the water.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. Yeah, I know. I saw. But
Just think, this kid does not learn.
this is it. Well, this is the thing. And then, obviously, with pop culture, we saw the... Well, I don't know if any of you watched it. I personally watched it. The KSI versus Joe Weller fight,
I
which is
watched it as well.
most... the biggest live...
the
amateur-
most viewed
like,
amateur boxing
yeah.
white collar event in UK history.
25 million were watching it at some point, or as a collective.
Okay.
As of a couple of days ago, it was 25 million.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is the biggest amateur boxing event
And
televised.
they've had a fight because of what?
They
internet
had,
beef.
they had some internet
Yeah,
beef,
yeah.
I think. I don't
It's a
know.
joke, though.
Huh?
It wasn't real beef.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
They don't actually hate you, bro.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Do they?
Yeah.
started it.
No, it didn't. I think it. Well, I don't know, because he came out and said that his diss tracks started off fake and then it kind of erupted
Yeah.
into something real.
Yeah,
but then
that-
they're all still friends in the House of Sidemen. But the beef between Joe Weller, I think Joe
Yeah.
Weller was saying that KSI isn't his old self.
Yeah,
and
the
then,
Joe Weller KSI beef.
and then they
was
had,
real.
and then they had
Why?
the boxing
It was
square
real.
off thing.
Yeah.
And then KSI said something about Joe Weller, and Joe Weller was like, "Oh, don't talk about the mentally ill like that." And KSI was like, "I'd never do that," kind of thing. So I personally, I'm not sure, because obviously the diss track thing wasn't technically real, but from what I've seen, it looks pretty real to me. But KSI won in third round,
Third round, yeah.
by TKO. He didn't actually knock him out, but they had to call
The
it.
ref stopped it.
Joe Weller was pretty poor. I'm not gonna lie, but
He didn't throw any punches.
no.
He didn't throw any.
No, well,
punches.
he was blocking like that, and
He's what?
KSI was going through the middle,
For the
and then he had a little stint where he went bam, 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 and you thought, oh my god, KSI's going to lose
yeah,
it.
basically the first round, I think he threw maybe 6 punches
Same with the second round as well.
in a
Third round.
3-minute round.
And the third round he did nothing.
He's got no reach.
Yeah,
He's got short arms.
Yeah.
but at the same time, you
Were
still
they
got
the
to
same
give it-
weight?
No.
No, it's 4K difference.
So that's quite.
Yeah, but they knew
Only
this,
4 kg. That's not bad. That's not
Yeah, Joe was 79.
and KSI was 90.
83.
wasn't it? Is it?
83.
90, that's more than 4
Yeah.
kilogram difference.
I thought it was.
That's 11.
bad. Joe Weller's only 75 kilos.
Huh?
Joe Weller's only 75 kilos.
79.
79 kilos. Wow.
Yeah.
What thought it'd be more?
He
What-
Oh, I
he
thought-
done a lot of cutting. Same as
What,
KSI,
4 pounds,
to be
4 kg?
4 kg.
4 kg.
It's more than a
Oh,
pound.
sorry. Yeah, sorry, I've lost with you there.
Okay.
But, and then there's new thing, because KSI called out Logan Paul and
Yeah.
Jake Paul.
At the end of the fight, he said basically, "I'll fight any of the Pauls."
Oh mate, honestly they keep talk like they're like, oh, this CSI
They take the piss out of
KFC
KSI.
guys called us out, and I
right.
think that's slightly racist, but
We could do
and then
like
and then KSI put this video out, and I was like, he wrecked them
He
in this
wrecked
video. I'll show you the
them.
video after the podcast, because I think
we could
it's quite interesting.
we could diss another podcast and try and do like like a Royal Rumble. So us and Nerd Council, right? It's 4v4. Last one in the ring wins.
No thanks. No thanks.
No.
You heard it here first.
Oh.
Uh oh.
Be prepared.
So I'm washing my hair that day.
Anyway, that was a bit of pop culture.
Yeah.
I don't know if we do movie news.
Oh,
Moving you. Oh.
Another bit of pop culture.
Yeah.
Kylie Jenner had a baby.
Oh yeah.
No one gives a flying fuck. Right. So
Shall I say the bit I found out today?
yeah.
It's about the Venom film.
Oh, okay. I was going to talk about the teaser trailer.
Talk about
So,
the teaser trailer and I'll tell you
There
the
was a
extra
teaser
bit.
trailer that dropped for Venom. Was it the day after the Super Bowl or something?
I think it was the day off, wasn't it?
Day of the Super Bowl. Which again, I don't
Was
care about.
I don't know.
But
I don't think it was a day of Super Bowl.
either way,
It's around that time.
so
Anyway.
this teaser dropped and we see.
Sorry, you're thinking about Han Solo.
Oh, okay.
Carry on, sorry.
We see a little bit of Eddie Brock. We see a few explosions,
Yep.
and that's about it.
And we see a bit of symbiotic in a
Yeah.
container.
I was thinking,
2 symbiotics.
Oh.
is one red and one black?
No.
No.
That's
Oh.
not how
So it's
Carnage
not-
works.
Oh, okay. Just because Carnage is red.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, for considering Venom, like, I know they want it to be part of the MCU. It's not officially part of the MCU, even though the producer did sort of.
Well,
allude to
Spider-Man's
it.
going to be in it, so it must be.
Well, Spider-Man's going to be in Venom.
As
Yeah.
There's a
Tom,
rumour
Tom,
in it.
No, apparently,
As in
it's,
Tom
apparently
Holland's.
it's a confirmed rumour. I read somewhere.
Tom
I
Holland's
didn't
Spider-Man.
confirm rumour.
So the
Because
rumour's been, the rumour has been. I
So it's
saw
fact.
someone said that the rumour has been
But
confirmed.
isn't Venom R-rated, supposedly? It's
Yeah.
going to be R-rated.
Yeah, but I think it's just gonna be like Spider-Man in the distance, not actually.
So he's not
fine.
going to be a part of it.
Spider-Man or Peter Parker?
Right.
And is it Tom Holland's Spider-Man?
Or Miles Morales. Or whoever. But anyway, I just kind of thought, considering they are not part of the MCU, like, confirmed by Kevin Feige, and considering, you know, I'm not sure how much hype there is for this film, the teaser trailer really didn't
It didn't
make me
show
want to
to
watch
me,
it.
really.
I honestly don't think that you need Tom Hardy as Venom either.
But I just think the main part of this is Venom, the symbiote, and you don't even see a hint of it apart from the
The
symbiote in
the test tube Venom.
Yeah. So I was just thinking, like, have they missed a trick
It's
here,
only-
or
yeah,
is that just building? You know, I don't feel like this built anticipation for another trailer.
So
where
when's
you
it
see-
out?
October the 5th or something.
They got plenty of time to bring out a trailer. Plenty. I just don't think they're gonna. I think they're trying to get involved with all this superhero hype that's coming out. Like you've obviously
Yeah.
got Black Panther, you got Avengers. I think they're trying to get in the mix, but like obviously not too much because they're just gonna get overshadowed, aren't they?
Yeah.
But and they'll probably bring out a teaser just before Aquaman comes out or something. Beat the competition or something.
But what did you guys think of the Venom teaser trailer? Then?
Well, I'm of the same opinion as you. They should have shown at least like 2 seconds of Venom.
Could you imagine the whole film? It's not until the very end he gets the Venom
That would
suit.
piss me off so much.
And
He's
isn't
like
Venom-
battling it like for the first hour, and in the last 10 minutes he's like,
and,
or whatever.
and so is Venom going to be the hero of this film, or
No,
is he
He'll be
don't
an
think so.
anti-hero.
anti-hero?
It's probably
Like
gonna be.
Deadpool.
It's probably gonna be about. And I don't want it to be like this. It's gonna be about Eddie Brock, his personal life. Then somebody gets this symbiotic. He's probably gonna battle it with a symbiotic, not wanting it. Then he's gonna take it. Then he's gonna cause carnage. I don't know. That's probably it.
Okay.
And I read somewhere that Carnage is gonna be an end credit thing for, post credit thing for Venom
Okay. To set up Venom 2 or
Carnage.
What
or
do they,
whatever.
what's the? Isn't there a? Is it Sinister Six?
I don't think Venom's in it, but yeah, that
No.
is a
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah, that is a thing about Venom's on it. The symbiotes have there's a group of 5 of them. I can't
Yeah,
remember what it's
antitoxin, toxin, Venom, Carnage.
called. Mm-mm.
Huh?
There's a group of 5 symbiotics that aren't them.
Oh.
I can't remember their names though.
That's
Okay.
good information, bro.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Yeah,
Have you-
right.
was that your thing about Venom
Yeah,
that you were going to
just-
mention?
It's the Carnage thing. It's
Okay.
apparently it's come from quite a good source. I don't know.
Carnage would actually be a better film, I think.
Do you think?
Yeah.
What's the origin of Carnage? I don't really know anything about.
I don't know.
I think
In
it
the
just
comic world.
for some reason it splits from Venom, and then it just becomes Carnage.
Oh, okay.
That is literally, I think.
Yeah.
For
Fair
some
enough.
reason.
It takes over another person though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not just like a symbiote on itself.
it probably does take over Eddie Brock to begin with, and then splits off.
Yeah. I did like in Spider-Man 3 when, Peter Parker had to battle with the.
Yeah, I think it's good.
It wasn't particularly well portrayed like on screen, but I
Didn't
think
they
the
have loads of
idea-
villains in that film though?
Oh my god, so many, wasn't it? Like Rhino. Was it no? That was I think
Sam,
that might be
wasn't it Sandman, Venom, and they had the Green Goblin, but as a goodie.
Hobgoblin.
Was it Hobgoblin?
Isn't it?
Green Goblin's what's his face? The dad.
Uh,
Hobgoblin's.
Hobgoblin's got like a hood and stuff though. He didn't have a hood or anything. He just wore his dad's suit without the mask.
It was the Hobgoblin.
Either way, that's been the problem with Spider-Man films, hasn't it? They just shoehorn too many villains in. Even the Andrew Garfield one, that was it. Rhino and Electro and
in that one you had.
And obviously his mate who's
oh yeah, and they were teasing Goblin, weren't they?
yeah, he pretty much was Goblin in that film, wasn't he? Because he rode the thing.
The glider.
Yeah.
And then the other trailer was Deadpool 2. Did we all watch that?
Hilarious.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Thoughts? Why only okay?
Not much in it, is it? So it's always him taking the piss.
But that is Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna saturate so fast.
No, not a fan, Hopes.
I didn't particularly like the first Deadpool film, to be honest with you. So, and that trailer was more of the same. So,
What was it about the first Deadpool film that you didn't connect with? Was it the humour? Was it the
Breaking that wall in it.
I don't mind that. It's just like the storyline. The storyline was super basic, and they tried to cover up the fact that the storyline was really basic by inserting loads of crude jokes, and I just didn't find it very appealing.
Yeah, but that is what Deadpool is.
That's great.
That's
great.
Crude,
That's fantastic. That's fantastic,
jokes.
but I don't like it.
Fair enough.
Don't have to like every superhero or anti-hero film, I suppose.
No. So we see a bit of
It's just like, I think like you can't. Once the third film's done, that's it. Like what can he do? He can't be killed, and even if he could, they wouldn't. He's got the same jokes, gonna probably be reeling off, and they're not even. Well, I assume they're gonna explore the X-Men characters a bit further, but I can't remember what her name is.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead or something.
Yeah, I think she can change like any matter into anything. Is her real power?
Oh.
I can't remember what she did in the film.
Just blew things up, I think.
Blew things up pretty much.
But are they not gonna do like is it X-Force, which Deadpool's a part of?
Is
Is
it?
that right?
I don't know.
I don't know. They keep
know.
throwing now that Marvel have this property.
Yeah, there's fucking tons of shit that's gonna come out. But they should.
They
should get
said,
into
but
fight
they did say that X-Men won't be introduced into the MCU until at least all the films that have been announced plus 2 have come out.
Yeah, that's up until what 2020.
2019, I think. Isn't it?
Okay, yeah. Well, these things.
Sorry,
I don't even know if like all the official Fox and Disney merger has like really properly happened yet. Like, because someone was interviewed from Fox and they were like, it might have been a branch of the same interview, and they're like, oh yeah, when's everything gonna happen? They're like, well, they're still sorting through all of the. I assume they'll have to make
All the legal
redundancies and
stuff,
all that
yeah.
stuff. So these things take ages.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
we've been through takeover merger and it took 6 months to a year, didn't it?
Oh, but like 18 months.
18 months. yeah.
Really, and that was a small company in comparison to Disney.
Yeah,
and Fox.
that's it. Yeah, so yeah, it'll take a while.
But we saw a glimpse. Saw Cable in the trailer.
Mhm.
Josh Brolin playing another Marvel villain.
Yep.
And then obviously taking the piss out of Justice League, CGI
with
things
the
like that.
mustache joke.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I like
And
the
going
humour.
back to Toy Story,
Oh yeah.
reach for the sky.
Reach for the sky.
I was gonna say, speaking of Justice League, did any of you see that when they release the DVD, I think they release it next month, they're going to include like some deleted scenes, and one of them is Superman going through his spaceship or something like that, and seeing that black suit that was teased on his
really?
Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm hoping they put like loads of like deleted scenes on there.
Apparently, all the deleted scenes that cut out aren't going to be on there though, which I don't understand.
Well, because then they would just release a Zack Snyder cut, wouldn't they? You can't have all
But
the
why
deleted
not?
scenes.
Why wouldn't you?
Because then someone will take all of them and edit it together and probably release a fan sort of cut of the
But
film.
he's done it for the other films, so why would you not do it for
I
this
think
film?
because like
They'd basically be admitting that they fucked up with Joss Whedon.
no, but they would have that, and they would have like done all these scenes, but like they probably wouldn't have gone to like post production, so they wouldn't have added all like the effects and all stuff like that. So it would just be loads of like unfinished scenes
Yeah.
that are acted but not like.
In the film, did Superman wear his black suit?
No.
No.
Have you not seen Justice League? Oh yeah, we
I
talked about this the
haven't
other day.
seen it.
Still ain't seen it.
Yeah,
no,
Don't
you're right.
bother.
I've been slacking.
Don't bother, man.
No,
Yeah.
watch it.
I'm not hearing great. I do want to watch
Hey,
it, but
you said it was alright.
It was alright, but
so bother, Joe.
doesn't mean it's good.
I like
Bother.
this. I like the scene where they're talking about the villain, like they're discussing who he is and stuff. That was the best scene in the film.
Talking of villains, I saw an interview with Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panther, and he said that he wanted Kraven the Hunter as a villain in Black
That would've been
Panther,
like- that would've
but
been
they said no, which
Because he's Fox, isn't he?
No, they've got all the rights to
Oh,
to them, but I don't know if maybe they're gonna
So why
feature
did-
him in like a Spider-Man Homecoming.
Why did they say no? Did
Well-
they go into it or?
No, he just said no. You can't have him. So I don't know if they're reserving him for another.
Probably Spider-Man.
Probably Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's just big Spidey villain.
Spidey's got
Or
loads of
Punisher.
villains.
Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not going to be in the Netflix.
He might be.
Nah,
He's
right.
not. He's not a massive character.
He's a collector of stuff, and then he's just a villain as well.
Okay.
So,
Has anyone got any more movie news that they want to mention?
I'll probably
Han
do.
Solo trailer.
Oh, Han Solo. I think I did watch it.
I
but-
didn't watch it.
Did you not?
I started watching it. I was like, "What is this?" And I just turned it off.
I thought it looked alright.
Yeah.
It didn't
Yeah.
look too bad, to be fair.
I didn't know Amelia Clark was gonna be in it.
Yeah.
Oh, Daenerys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they got a pretty like decent cast.
Yeah.
Like what's his face? Childish Gambino's
Yeah,
gonna
he's-
be in it.
Yeah.
Lando Calrissian and all them. But yeah, I think it looks alright. I think.
It don't look too bad.
Mm.
I think it will give a decent backstory to Han Solo.
I don't have many expectations.
Why
for
that? Why have you got that?
New Star Wars films. Besides Rogue
I was
One.
gonna say. So you like Rogue One? So
Yeah, true.
You
Well, get that, if you get that director in, I'm there.
It. Yeah.
The Last Jedi wasn't that bad.
Oh, get out! Oh,
Well, I'm going to segue. Obi's finally watched Get Out.
I actually thought that. I was thinking, it's gonna.
I'm back on game, mate. Back on game. Got the pressure of the camera. I need to segue pretty decently.
Yeah. So yeah, I watched it because it's nominated for best film in the Oscars, so I thought I might as well. And it was actually a really good film, but it's annoying because obviously I've heard you guys talk about it and I've heard other people talk about it, so I know what was happening and why it was happening.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
like I knew like what was coming when, but it wasn't actually like really scary at all. So
No.
that's good.
That's
That's that's the thing I
It's
didn't
more
want to
like
watch it.
the-
'Cause I know how
the-
much is scary film.
The kind of horror of this was actually kind of socio-political in the sense
Yeah.
that, you know, if you went in with no understanding of what it was, it's kind of the tension and the threat of he's out of place in a potentially racist household in the middle of nowhere. That's the horror. It's not like, you know, exorcist masturbating with a
Yeah.
crucifix
Yeah.
level
Oh,
of horror.
God. So weird.
Did you? I actually wished I'd watched it in the cinema because there were so many points where I was like cracking up, which I thought I would love to have like enjoyed this with everybody else in the cinema.
Bare people were cracking up
Yeah.
in the cinema.
But did you catch the I suppose hidden message? I guess from how the way he escaped.
Wait, so he's tied up, isn't he?
Yeah.
And
He's scratching away,
Yeah.
and he gets the fluff to put in his ears.
Yeah.
yeah, so that's why he can't hear the
So that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh right, yeah.
So
So there's a sound or something that triggers him to go into a sunken place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So during that bit when he puts the cotton in his ears, so he's picking cotton, and that helps him to survive, and that kind of ties back into slavery times when
right.
black people had to pick cotton because if you're not picking cotton, they're gonna kill you.
Is this
To-
like
to survive.
legit thing, or is this?
This is what I picked up by watching.
Oh, so you haven't like looked out to see.
I'm
if
sure
it-
there is, but
That's
this is
a
what
very
I picked
good-
up
I mean-
on the film. They put because he had to pick cotton and put it.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
not gonna
Like-
lie. Imagine if that's not a thing and you just thought of that, and that's
Well,
pretty sick.
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
but
that.
yeah,
Hey,
there was
hey.
there was another one I was thinking about
And
yesterday.
we filmed it.
Hey.
There was that one I was thinking about yesterday, but I can't remember it. But yeah, that one I thought was really. I'm sure there's like loads of other like little clever
Yeah.
little things like that.
Did you like the ending?
Yeah, I watched the alternate ending as
I
well.
was just about to say it. There's
Yeah.
an
Oh, wait.
alternate ending,
Is there?
and basically he
Yeah.
gets caught by the police, hitting the woman, killing the woman,
Yeah,
and then he gets sent to prison.
yeah.
Oh.
Doesn't that kind of undermine the
So that's
politics
what-
of the
so-
film?
That's why I don't think.
Yeah, Jordan Peele said he decided to put in the ending that he did so that the story has a hero and so that you know that there's a way of escape.
Yeah.
Because the way that the alternate ending is the way that you would kind of expect it to go.
Yeah.
Whereas kind of like the way it did end is kind of like a fantasy ending because it's very Deus Ex Machina that
Yeah.
his mate just happens to come up in his TSA
Yeah.
car that sounds exactly like a police. Sounds exactly like a police car.
The
And
thing,
has
the thing is, his mate. I suppose, yeah, I see it, yeah.
I remember the trailer for it, and it features like a kind of skeletal stag, and that kind of was like quite an image that stayed with me. And it's not in the film, so I want to buy it on DVDs to see if it's in like a deleted scenes or something. Because I hate when there's stuff in the trailers. It's not in the fucking film.
Sorry, there was another thing that I just remembered was that they often, obviously this is like a general thing. So you know, like when we talk about football, and when people are describing black players, and it's always like, yeah, they've powered their way through P&P, that sort of thing. So when so like there's points where the geezer who's the blind geezer calls him a dirty dog. What's her face's brother, he says, oh yeah, if you honed your talents you could be a beast. And then there's like I think one of the old people said something about him being so strong, so fast, stuff like that. So there's those like general tropes about black people being like really physically strong and all that, those as attributes, but they don't notice any of the other ones. Yeah, that was interesting as well.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It's a good film, yeah.
Warrants a nomination for best film, best actor, you know.
Yeah, I guess, because I don't really rate many of the films that they've got in there, to be honest. I probably enjoyed Get Out more than most of the films that I've seen that are on the best film category. So yeah, why not? Daniel Kaluuya was really good as well.
Unfortunately, they don't do it purely on enjoyment, do they?
No, I suppose not. And even I just thought it was really like, I don't know, kind of like weird how he goes through in pretty much the entire like last 10 minutes of the film without speaking.
Oh, does it?
So like from the point where he puts the cotton in his ears, he doesn't speak. I'm pretty sure he doesn't speak literally until the end of the film when he says to his friend, "Oh, how'd you find me?"
Oh, okay. I want to rewatch it. I really enjoyed it the first time I saw it.
Do you know there was so I was watching a thing with Jordan Peele and like people on Twitter like giving him fan theories of what the film's like. There's like like Rugrats, they all think like Angelica's like all the kids are like not really there. Yeah. So like there was one which I thought was quite interesting but it's bollocks, but like it's like interesting that people think like this. Like someone was saying it's like the cop friend, it's him, like it's not real, it's all him making it up in his head so he can have the dream of becoming a real cop kind of thing. Like,
nah. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Jordan Peele would have shot that down.
No, he did. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he did. Yeah, he shut down every theory.
Even at the end when he was like, "I'm TS motherfucking A." That guy was. I wish I watched it as well because that guy. He was in. I think I've said this before, but he's in a show I used to watch called The Carmichael Show, and he was really funny in that, and he was obviously really funny in Get Out as well. So yeah.
The thing is, like when I watched it, I just don't get this in cinemas. But everyone was clapping. I was sitting there like.
What, at the end?
Yeah, they did it in the film we watched the other day as well, wasn't it? Like, was it 3 Billboards they clapped as well?
No, it was Darkest Hour they clapped.
Yeah, I was like, fucking, what are you... Like, no, who's getting your appreciation from this clap?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're just clapping at a TV screen, man. But
maybe
yeah,
it's
whatever.
like because, you know, it's kind of a form of theatre, isn't it? And you'd always clap performers at the end of it.
I don't mind people
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like it when people clap when a plane lands. Because I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
that's his job to land the plane safely.
Yeah. Do you know what I was thinking? Did you all see the 10-year anniversary thing for for Marvel? The
I
photo?
saw the picture,
picture,
but
yeah.
I was thinking that is not that many people.
I was like, that's so
they've
empty.
released 20 odd films or something.
Yeah.
What is it? I haven't seen.
It's just like all the main actors and the directors and that's it in a photo, but they're on a massive stage and they're not filling up the stage.
Yeah, I think you definitely could.
And there's actually, I saw a thing, and there's actually a drawing, and they've put them in the places they're meant to be in this drawing, and I'm like, who made this drawing and spread them out so far? I don't know if they're like,
Yeah.
because like Robert Downey Jr. is down the front with Josh Whedon and someone else. I was like, okay, so he's the first person to start up this franchise, I guess, because you're not gonna have the original Hulk in it, are you? Because
Well, it was shit.
yeah, and he's not the Hulk anymore, so.
I mean, they should really.
Yeah.
They should. I mean, there's no
Well,
way
they
you're going to
kept-
get all of those
Well,
actors
they've
in the
kept
same
all the
place.
cast. Well, as far as we're aware, they've kept all the cast bar the actual Hulk from the Hulk film.
And they changed Rhodey, didn't they? From
Terrence Howard.
True.
Terrence Howard to
Which
Don
that-
Cheadle.
the reason they changed it was so bollocks because the guy ended up getting more lines anyway, which is just
Yeah.
But that's and I'm actually really curious to see how they're gonna bring Quicksilver into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, considering they've already killed him off.
Well, was he named Quicksilver?
Yeah.
So they named him in the film Quicksilver,
Fairly.
or did they just call him something Maximoff?
Was Wanda and Alexi?
So did they just call him Alexi Maxim? Because do we call her Scarlet Witch, or do we still call her?
No,
They
they have
Scarlet
called her
Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thing.
But have they called him Quicksilver?
I don't think so. I can't remember.
That might be their way out.
Maybe.
But he was Quicksilver. So.
But then
But then the storyline
they
is
need
that
to, they'll need to retcon it because isn't Magneto his father?
and
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
but not in this universe because obviously they didn't.
because they didn't have the rights.
So they're.
But yeah, but he's still. But in this universe, if you combine the X-Men one, he is the father to the Quicksilver in this X-Men universe.
Yeah.
It's in
Yeah.
Apocalypse where he's
Oh
trying to
yeah,
tell him.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm talking about in the MCU.
Yeah, but I'm saying when they combine it,
Yeah.
what they're gonna do.
That's true actually. Fuck knows.
And yeah.
Unless that Quicksilver was a Kree, you know. Isn't that what they're saying about
Yeah.
A what?
Captain Marvel?
Kree.
A Kree. So one of the villains they're like an alien race. This is what I understand.
Right.
And they're the main villains in Captain Marvel. But
Yeah.
Captain Marvel was set in the 90s.
Yeah.
And there's theories that they're going to be able to kind of soft reboot things
Yeah.
by saying that certain characters have been Kree all
Yeah.
along because they can shapeshift.
Have you ever seen anything about the Secret Wars?
Yeah, a little bit. That's based on that, is it?
Yeah.
So they think they can get they might kind of use that as a kind of conduit to.
Yeah,
Fair
any
play.
character they want to twist or make evil or do something, they're going to be a Kree.
Obi looks like he's well on board with that idea.
No. I literally just thought something so stupid.
What?
Go on.
No,
No, go on. Say it.
It's about you, Joe.
Oh.
No, it's just because I was just looking at your jeans. I just remember we went to New York and you bought those bootcut jeans, and I was just. See what I'm saying? It doesn't make. I'm just
The
laughing
bootcut
because
jeans
you
you
bought bootcut jeans and they were like flaring over these trainers that you
I
got on
know,
right now,
I know.
and I was cracking up. So
I didn't know they were bootleg.
this is why I would want to
Yeah,
say.
you spent a lot of money on them as well, right?
Good times.
I can't remember.
Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Right, so what have we been watching this week?
I feel like this is something we probably all watched. Oh no, you haven't watched it. You don't watch it. Do
Cloverfield
you?
Paradox.
No, I was gonna say Black Lightning, but
Oh, I've watched episode 3. Have you watched Black Lightning?
I tried to watch the first episode, I fell asleep.
Well, I watched the first
Because you
episode.
didn't like it, or you first?
No, I was tired.
I watched the first episode, but I don't think I concentrated very much because you were telling me all these things. I was like, how the hell does this relate to this? And you were like, oh, it's in the first episode.
I'm not gonna lie. I was on the way to Wembley on Wednesday, and when you were saying the names of the characters and the thing, I was like, what the fuck are you two talking about? Like, who? What are you talking gibberish? Like some of the names they have for these characters, and then you said something, and suddenly I was like, oh, Black Lightning.
Yeah, because you were like, I'm not going to know what you're on about. I was
Yeah.
thinking, you've watched more of this than I have. So
I literally characters' names until I watch the show again. It's just like,
so I assume you guys have seen episode 4.
yeah, I have. Yeah.
So episode 3 was the episode where
The church
they have
preacher.
the church and they do a protest on the streets, and then Tobias Whale, that's his name, right? And then his new Lala, which we'll call Dipsy, tries to kill them. Shoot the protesters, and then Black Lightning saves them. But then
Dipsy tries to kill. I thought he had some
he has
crazy
he has a
lady.
gun, doesn't he?
I thought it was crazy lady, crazy eyes, deaf eyes.
No, she shoots the sniper, but
Yeah.
only after the first guy's failed. In his
Yeah,
attempt to shoot
sorry,
them.
yeah.
And then Black Lightning thinks he's protected them, and then Crazy Eyes snipes them, and then
Dead eyes.
the priests. Oh yeah, that's from Orange Is the New Black. Isn't
Yeah.
it? The vicar, whatever his name, pastor.
Sorry, that is so stupid. That shot. I get that someone was gonna get shot and it was most likely that guy.